Get up, you son of a bitch!
Cause Punch Drunk loves ya.
Punch drunk, hungover.
Let's get ready for rumble!
Yes, sir! Fight week, ladies and gentlemen. Fight week, fight week! Fight week, fight week. Canelo Benavidez, fight week. Cinco de Mayo, fight week. Fight week. Cinco de Mayo! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's get ready for
Punch drunk.
You already know this is Punch Drunk. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's get ready for
Mexico, David Benavidez, Cinco Ramirez, let's go. Okay. DJ Canelo Alex Sensation, págame la música. You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Fight week, cruiserweight. Championship bout, David Benavidez, a.k.a. La Bandera Roja, a.k.a. the Mexican Monster, versus Sudo Ramirez. Cinco de Mayo. Now, I ain't going to be Canelo Alvarez fighting. Somebody stole Canelo Alvarez's date. Somebody made Canelo Alvarez run. Somebody made Canelo Alvarez hide. Somebody made Canelo Alvarez say, you know what? I don't care. I do whatever I want to do. Okay? Nobody gonna tell me when to fight, how to fight David Benavidez, okay? I go to rehab season, okay? Leave me alone. Turkey out shake came with the bag, but the wrong bag, the real bag was the David Benavidez fight, but he gave Canelo Alvarez the Terrence Bud Crawford bag. And I know it's gonna be a debate. Some people gonna come to the channel and be like, nah, Punch, nah, don't give that to David Benavidez. It was Terrence Bud Crawford that ended Canelo Alvarez's career. It was Terrence Bud Crawford that ended Canelo Alvarez's phenom. It was Terrence Bud Crawford that crushed the soul of Canelo Alvarez. But I think that his soul was crushed before. I think that Canelo Alvarez gave in before the fight with Terrence Bud Crawford. I think that Canelo Alvarez checked out before fighting Terrence Bud Crawford. See, Terrence Bud Crawford did the physical damage. David Benavidez did the soul damage, the spiritual damage, the mental damage. You feel me? Fight Fury Films in the building. Con la bandera. Let's go. Let's go. Para la ofrenda. Con los 20 pesos. Fight Fury Films. Good looking now. One of the members. Join and become a member of Fight Fury Films and the rest. That's what I'm talking about, my brother. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. Shout out to everybody. We moving on to the 130. What we got right now? 113,000 subscribers. 113,000 subscribers, bro. We moving on. Hey, yo, I came into the 2026 year saying, let's get to, what was it? To 107 subscribers. No, my goal was 107, right? 107 or 110. Let's get to 110 for the whole year. By the end of the year, let's reach to 110,000 subscribers, bro. We already broke it we're in April. Good looking out for those who show love to the channel. It was a once upon a time that we were stuck on what? I was stuck like on 43,000 subscribers for a couple years. And it looked like the channel was like, you know what? Damn, the channel got stagnant. That's it. Shout out to all the boxing content creators. Got more competitive, more people. I mean, I think more people left boxing, but people found different outlet. People found different interests. I'm like, damn, man. I think I'm going. I did a lot of sacrifices, man. I was traveling from this state to this state. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some exclusive content, exclusive interviews, media credentials, all of that. It got to the point, damn, man, this is, man, it's getting tough. It's getting tough, man. I'm not it's not happy. I don't see the growth. And shout out to the supporters that stuck by your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Queso, my brother Queso, say, you know what, man, let's do a sweepstake. I remember with the sweepstake, we got it started moving. So I owe a lot to, and I want to thank you, the subscribers that stood by your boy, the members, Queso, Charles and the Cheese, you know what I'm saying, set the tone. And then it was a video that I did, the video of the Olympic, the women in the Olympic and stuff like that. Well, she in the Olympic. And then that video did 1.5 million. Then it was around the time, that time with Ryan Garcia and Devin the Dream Haney, and then those videos was hitting. We earned what, 23,000 subscribers that summer, you know. And I gotta shout out to those who subscribe to the channel. Shout out to those who donate to the channel. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you like this. Sometimes people don't know that we got it hard. Sometimes content creators, this is their only means. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, things happen. There's a ride. We in a roller coaster ride. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their ups and downs, spiritually, mentally, financially. And I'm looking at Adrien Broner's situation. Before we go and talk about the David Benavidez situation, I put a poll up there. It's going viral. Adrien Broner, former 4-division world champion, former AB, all about billions. Adrien Broner's got it hard for several years already. No, he's suffering from alcoholism. No, he's suffering from financial crisis, maybe because of alcoholism. We see how when you're winning, everything is going all good. You got a whole entourage, everybody eating off you, everybody living off you, everybody want to be around the winner. But when you losing, where's those same people who are Adrien Broner? And I'm not gonna say that, that maybe his alcoholism pushed people away. But let's be real, let's be honest. My boy was still in the strip club drinking where he was winning. There was still people around you. So yeah, they rather rock with the drunk dude that got money. But the drunk dude that got no money, now they all scatter away. Now he got a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be real, let's be honest. Adrien Broner always had a problem. That's why they call him Adrien the Problem Broner. The problem ain't started now. It just got fogged up with the success. It got fogged up with winning. And if you know, there are people that are suffering even while they're winning. There are people that are suffering even while they're winning. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you like this. I'm gonna say this. You know where I relate? Because man, the bottom is not too far away from me. I keep it real. The bottom is not too far away from me. And if you notice on my channel, I have a level of how you say it? I just can't. I can't kick him. I cannot kick a man while he down. Cause I've been down, and I'm not too far away from it. I'll put it this way: 2 bad decisions got me right where Adrien Broner is at, side by side. 2 bad decisions in my life, 3 bad decisions in my life, it could land me right there, like this. I'm not looking at his situation how other people looking at his situation. And I understand, self-inflicted. You a man, you know what I'm saying? No self-victimhood. Take accountability for everything that has happened to you, the good, the bad, the ugly. There's gonna be people around that's gonna help you out. There's gonna be people around. There's gonna be people that don't want to help you out. There's gonna be people around that is tired of helping you out. You feel me? Smash that like. I know personally people that has tried to help Adrien Broner, and he burned the bridge. He's burned a lot of bridges. But just like people have a soft spot for the mentally ill, alcoholism is part of mentally illness as well. Addiction is part of mentally ill as well. Fight Fury Films, Colo vente, peso. Appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. There's a difference between supporting someone and enabling somebody. True. Very. Enabling somebody. Sometimes, put it this way, Fight Fury Films. Good looking. I appreciate you, my brother. You don't know how much it means to me. Fight Fury Films. You know what? Sometimes they don't enable them privately. They enable them publicly because they're already getting hit publicly. You feel me? That's another thing. We live in it. I know for many years there's been this perception of the internet is just the internet. Social media is just social media. It's not real life. Let me tell you like this. We live in this is life right now. I know that maybe in 2013, 2015, 2016, 2017, 20, 08, 09, 010, the growth of the internet and the social media and stuff like that people, is fake. Social media is fake. Everybody on social media. If you're not on social media, you're a ghost. I know people that don't dabble on social media, but in life, you're a ghost. The phone, you have everything here. Your wallet is here. Your friends are here. You know what I'm saying? People would even. I think I usually know like old heads that used to have to go on dating sites. They don't got to go on dating site. You don't even got to go to the club or the lounge no more to see something to see what they deem a good physically looking woman. You just go real. You see it all. You see it all. You don't even got to walk outside. That's why a lot of people don't even know how to don't even know how to have this physical conversation with people. They so stuck on the phone. We're living on a fast life. Even when you're succeeding, people are forgetting right away. Think about it. It was like 1 week that we was talking about, hey, yo, Kanye West. Oh, man, look at his concert. And then something else happened. And then we talking about something else. Right? Now we're talking about Michael Jackson, the movie. And guess what? We're going to be moving on to something else right quick. Right now, you're a world champion and everybody's locking you. And a year from now, you ain't nobody, especially in the sport of boxing. That's what they say. You're just as good as your last fight. My guy, Teofimo Lopez, after the Arnold Barbosa fight, hey, yo, he was the best guy that performed that night, Times Square. Hey, yo, good. There he went to Madison Square Garden for Shakur Stevenson, didn't perform real well, and then boom, yo, he done. I don't even think that Teo is elite. It's like that in life. That's why I always say that boxing translates to life itself. One day you're in the pound for pound list, top 5, top 10. One loss, you're no longer in the pound for pound list. And then what happens? It takes several wins just to climb the ladder right back up. That's why I always say that boxing translates to life itself. When I look at the sport of boxing, I look at life. We all live in a 12-round bout. All of us. We can't run away from the fight. Life is a fight. And sometimes we're doing good. Sometimes we got momentum. And then sometimes, bang, you get knocked. What happened? Now you got to make adjustments, just like in life. Everybody has gotten knocked down in life. Most of us. Some people, we're already put it this way. It's just like, most of us, it's like rehydration clause. What you call it? Catch weight. We already in a disadvantage. Some of us are going into a fight already with a disadvantage. And we got to overcome. Cut weight, rehydration, malnutrition. Poor people got malnutrition. So it takes time for them to get in shape physically and then mentally. See, us that come from the bottom, from the mud, we don't know what nutrition is. We think that us getting, chubby, us getting, filled up is healthy. And skinny is not healthy, right? Poor people, when we skinny, we was like, yo, that's not healthy, man. Tu estás flaco, man. You hungry. When you got money, you want to get back slim. You wish, man, you want to get back slim. Or that garbage we eat. Boxing translates to life itself. Adrien Broner, the reason why I understand why there are people out there that don't feel sorry for Adrien Broner, because when he was in his high, he wasn't humble. He wasn't humble. And let me tell you like this, I've been around in the sport of boxing. I talked to a lot of fighters, and let me tell you like this, whether people understand it or not, but Adrien Broner is probably one of the most loved by the fighters in this industry. Let me tell you like this, I've spoken to a lot of young fighters, a lot of fighters around his age. Everybody likes Adrien Broner behind the scenes. All of them has said something cool about Adrien Broner. If they be like, yo, Adrien Broner, one of the realest dudes. Yo, I heard it. I've heard this from like 12 people. Boxers that you know, high-profile boxers, American boxers. They all rock with AB. It don't seem like they rocking with him now, but if you talk about AB with somebody, they all give AB. T.O. be like, yo, AB is a real one. Danny Swift Garcia, AB is a real one. Keith on Tom Thurman said AB is a real one. Demise Andre have told me, yo, AB is a real one. A lot of people show love to AB behind the scenes. Sometimes when you got it, you give it to a lot of people as well. Sometimes you got it and you're financially illiterate. There's a lot of people that get it. There's a lot of people that got an opportunity to get it. And then some people looking at, oh, yo, but man, you have all this money. That doesn't mean we know how to do it. We know how to deal with that money as well. Where to invest it, how to invest it. Sometimes you got money in your pocket, but you don't got good credit. And then you spend all that money to get good credit. But then when you spend all that money to get good credit, you don't got that same money. I can't kick a man while he down, bro, because it doesn't even take alcoholism to get you down. Sometimes you could be working hard and you still down. Most of us live check by check. That's mental illness in itself, bro. That you can't take a break. When's the last time real vacation? When's the last time you've been on a real vacation without thinking about the bills or how to spend it to go on a vacation and then coming back from the vacation? Think about it. Sometimes when you're working and you you're going on vacation, they give you the advance money of the vacation, right? Whether you go on the 2 weeks, they give you the advance to. Think about it. But I say boxing translates to life itself. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. I just want you to understand what I'm saying. Regular job, right? You get vacation days, right? Whether it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or something like that. Think about it. You go to vacation for 2 weeks. They give you advance, the 2 weeks, boom. You go to vacation. But guess what? You come back to work. You don't get a paycheck that week. You went for 2 weeks. You got to wait now 2 weeks for a paycheck. Now you playing catch up again. Because you went to vacation to spend the money. You didn't even go to vacation to save. Ladies and gentlemen, I've worked. I worked and I spent 6 years going on vacation, not to go on vacation so I could get the advance to spend on bills. You know what type of headache that is? You know what type of, damn, I can't go to vacation, but I gotta go to vacation. You understand what I'm saying? I can't go to a vacation, but I gotta take vacation to pay the bills. Has anybody been in that situation? You understand that situation? I gotta go to vacation, but I can't go to vacation. Good looking out, Mitchell. Punch, I finally got 100 subscribers. I just wanted to say that I'm excited. Hey, yo, that's what I'm talking about, yo. Keep on working. Stay consistent, man. Stay consistent. He said, love working for myself. Hey, yo, I would love. This is like work by. Hey, yo, put it this way, Bake. This is like work. This is like work right here. Sometimes I'm not smart. I'll be honest, Bake. I'm not smart. I'm not smart. I'm not smart like that. You know why I'm not smart? Because I also love to do. I love to talk about boxing I love boxing. I love to talk about different things about the sport of boxing, but that's not what's going to be a success for my channel. I'm gonna give you an example, Mitchell. How many people looking on right now? Mitchell, how many people looking on? Fight Fury Films in the building. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. The most growth that I went through in life. God bless you, bro. Why this thing is in the way? I'm sorry. The most growth that I went through my life was when I was alone for enough time to face myself. Hey, yo, my brother, that's the same thing that happened to me when I was in Van Cortlandt Park, living off my lost an apartment, lived in my car for 4 months. Van Cortlandt Park, used to park in Van Cortlandt Park, and I was still working, and I still had to take care of his son. But the credit was so bad. I couldn't get no apartment, 3 jobs, 2 jobs at the time, matter of fact. Renting hotels sometime in the weekend and stuff like that. Around that 4 months, I was just too busy. I was working too much. Pick my son up, take him to his game and blah, blah, take him back to his mom and stuff like that. Or I'm just working. But for real, I was living in my car, my brother. Yeah, this hard work, dedication, bro. You making it work. It's not working when you're doing what you love. I'm gonna give you an example. Folks. 19. We got 19 people looking on right now. 113,000 subscribers. 16 now people looking on right now. You know why there's only 16 people looking on right now? Because they don't want to. Most people don't even want me to talk about boxing no more. My own subscribers do not want me to talk about David Benavidez and Suldo Ramirez. I put a Claressa Shields up, made at 400 the other day, 300, 400 the other day. I'm stupid. In reality, I'm stupid. See, what I'm supposed to do is cut another live and talk about Claressa Shields and Papoose, and talk about Alicia Baumgarten and the beef that she got with Claressa Shields and 50 Cent and Maserati Bud. Right now, that's the smart thing to do right now. Pero yo estoy estúpido. I know why sometimes I'm in the position where I'm at because I'm not smart. I'm hard-headed at the same time. No, I want to talk about this. No, but YouTube is not recommending these things. No, YouTube is telling me through the analytics. Shut the hell up, Punch. You're very good. You could grow. Stop talking about boxing. Stop talking about things. Nobody would. I'm not gonna help you out. That's YouTube telling me. In other words, that's YouTube talking to me right now. Punch, cut the live off right now, please. I'm trying to help you. You have the you have the personality, you have the delivery, you have the consistency. Stop talking about what people don't want to talk about. Stop cooking the food that nobody want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because I cut this live off and I switch it up. Y viene los sopor de verdad. The move. You understand, folks? But that's like life itself. Sometimes that's why this everything is an example of like we all got the answers. Sometimes we turn about face on the answers. Yes, beyond above. Yeah. It's not telling me to stop talking about boxing. It's stop talking about things that people don't want you to listen to. I'm gonna give you one example. Everybody here love food, right? Everybody here love food. Every restaurant has food. But if you go into a BBQ, to a barbecue restaurant, you're truly going out for the barbecue. You're going out for the pork. You're going out for the meat. You're going out for the chicken. You're going out for the sauce. You're not going to a barbecue restaurant, to a strictly barbecue restaurant. Can I get a Cub salad? I just want salad, no meat, no nothing. No. Then you go to a salad place. You're not going to go to a vegan restaurant and start asking for some pork. You're not going to go to a halal place and ask for let me get rice with pork and salad. No, you understand? So yes, YouTube is telling me beyond above. YouTube is telling me through the recommendation. Shut the hell up, Punch on Boxing. Stop talking about David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. Nobody want to listen to you about that shit. Eso es lo que me está diciendo ellos. And me here is stupid cutting a live. Melissa in the building with the 20 beats. bless you, Melissa. Stay true to whatever vision you have. You are very smart and knowledgeable. I love your channel. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh, Melissa, trust me. That's what I've been doing since day one. That's what I've been doing since day one. I don't think, Melissa, is the people like you, Fight Fury Films, those that become members to the channel, those that donate to the channel, in all reality, is putting worth to the content. It's putting worth to the channel. You understand? It's putting worth. It's like right now, I'm gonna give you an example, Melissa. I texted David Benavidez' dad for a brief interview. I know it's gonna be is a tough week. I haven't had an answer. Let me see if he answers me, because we did an interview with him before. Shout out to Jose Benavidez. Shout out to Jose Benavidez Singh. He hasn't hit me up, but he usually does hit me up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you an example. These people in boxing, before you send them an email, text message, yo, well, let's do an interview and stuff like that, their people is going to check the channel, right? Their people is going to check the numbers, whether they want to waste their time or not. Maybe Jose Benavidez is looking on right now. He in Vegas right now. Let me go check Punch Drunk Boxing. Let me see how many people there. 33. Oh man, I'm not gonna waste my time. What is gonna reach? You understand? Sometimes they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Sometimes that's why the support has to come in a consistent basis, so then we could talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? So it could stay so it can has momentum. But I also understand people want me to talk about certain things at a certain time, at a certain frame. It is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, hey, folks, I want to talk about David Benavidez and Sudo Ramirez. I want to talk about it. And the way that social media works, ladies and gentlemen, right now, sometimes I'm going to tell you right now, folks, you get the memo. And for all the boxing content creators, a lot of people don't want to keep it real, because they don't want to act like, oh, look at him, he's complaining. No, because I know how to cut a live and talk about something and go viral about something. You know what I'm saying? But this is what it is. There's a point that sometimes YouTube is going to recommend shorts. Then YouTube says, you know, I'm going to recommend the like button. You know what I'm saying? That's why you remember, if you hear a lot of boxing, a lot of content creators in the past will still do, yo, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm. Not anymore. It's not about the like button, but keep on smashing the like button. But they're pushing now retention now more than ever. At this point, especially in the last 4 months, is the retention. If you are a supporter and you're looking on the video for more than 5 minutes, more than 4 or 5 minutes, depending on the length, that's now what they're pushing right now. Retention. That's what YouTube right now, if you get the memo, if you get the emails from Google and all of that stuff, retention. Now they're pushing retention. They already was pushing the shorts already. Shorts, they wanted to compete with TikTok. They wanted to compete with Instagram and stuff like that. All right, they let alone the shorts. Now it's about retention. This is why I'm telling you that I'm stupid. Because once the algorithm hits your channel, now they use your channel and they use your content for testers, right? Guess what I'm doing right now? I am killing my momentum. Because I'm talking about something that in my channel, people don't want to listen to. But because I'm a boxing head and I want to keep it unbiased, logically and objectively, and want to be, you know what I'm saying, let's talk about what I think is popping in boxing. The retention goes down. The viewership goes down. And then what happens? Now is a start all over. Yo, low IQ, you say the same thing. Like yo, low IQ boxing, who are you, bro? Yo, this man be on my comment section saying the same thing. Yo, I think at this point you weird, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You acting, yo, there's something, yo, I can handle certain things, but when somebody say the same thing on all your videos and they talk about something that's not even, it's like weird. Like you look like a weird stalker now, bro. Yo, I could be talking about something else and he chats about, hey, the Mexican Ryan Garcia. Like, my brother, that's not even what we're talking about in the channel. This guy's weird, bro. I'm sorry, my brother. I don't know. I don't know disrespect, but you kind of weird, bro. He's the I don't even ban nobody, but the thing is, to be honest, y'all know me, I don't ban no, but the guy's kind of weird to me, bro. Y'all could be doing the video, and let's say, but if I give you an example, like in a physical form, right? If we all in the barbershop and we talking about the NBA playoffs, this guy comes around, hey, did you check out how the dog hopped over the fence in 2023? He just got. No. I don't like to be honest, I don't like the weirdos. The weirdos is kind of weird. I like the back and forth. I even like the haters, the trollers, but when you act weird, nah, bro. No. If YouTube making it harder for monetized videos with retention. No, the retention now. YouTube is going to push the videos and channels that the people that's viewing it view for a long time. And the more, this is why people keep doing, that's why you see certain people keep doing the same videos that's working, because it's helping. That's what is people want to see, you know? But anyway, I'm telling you, miss, there's some weird people out here. But anyway, talking about Adrien Broner, let me put I believe this is the reason why Adrien Broner doesn't get the benefit of the doubt over the people, because when he had money, this is what he was doing with his money.
But this is what I do to other bills, man. Real talk. Because motherfuckers, they snuck. They had to sneak in my pocket. They had to.
That's the reason why people is not giving Adrien Broner the benefit of the doubt. This is the reason why there's people out there that don't feel sorry for Adrien Broner. This is the reason why people out there is laughing at Adrien Broner's situation, because when he had the money, this is what he was doing with the money. This is how he was trolling people that didn't have money. This is how he was doing when trolling people, just how I got money and this is what I do to money. You know what I'm saying? I burn, I flush it down the toilet. And now I know that he wishes to put his arm all up in that toilet, wishing that he could find those 20 beans so he could take that Uber that he was begging the streamer for money to get him an Uber. That's the sad part. It's sad, but people ain't gonna feel sorry for it. Now, there's people out there that truly like, are broke and humble. There's people out there that's rich and humble. There's people out there that is rich and come mierda. There's people out there that got money, but really has a poor soul. You understand? Same thing when we're talking about AB. And what I've been saying in videos, I say, Claressa Shields has the potential to be the next AB. Because let me tell you like this. If she has a downfall, if Claressa Shields have a downfall, the way that people see, I'm going to give you an example. It's going to be worse than AB. It's going to be worse than AB. God forbid, and this is why I believe that a lot of people do a lot of content and tries to throw opinions. Hey, you looking dumb out there. Hey, you aficiado, you obsessed. Hey, this man is gonna do you wrong. And they think that her emotions, her stress, the depressed, when that hits, it don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter. Depression, it don't matter how much money you got. When it hits you, you could lose it all. You might not even care that you lose it all because depression hits you. I don't want Claressa Shields to end up like that. Let me give you another thing about characteristic. When you don't have it good, you know what keeps him up? You know what keeps Adrien Broner up? Let me tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. Not his boxing career. And trust me, I'm not too far. I'll be honest, folks. I could be 2-3 steps away from what Adrien Broner is. I'm not looking down on him. I'm closer to what Adrien Broner is than closer to what Jay-Z is. I'm closer to Adrien Broner than closer to what Canelo Alvarez is. No. I fear God. Trust me, he could discipline me and humble me quicker than he did Adrien Broner. Dímelo, Prince, with the $5 beans. Yo, Punch, you humble in person. That was me at the restaurant on B with, yo, Prince, what's good, my brother? Good looking now, bruh. Damn, why you ain't tell me your name over there, bruh? Yo, Prince, good looking now, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my brother. You should say, yo, QB Prince. Damn, man. Yeah, man. Where I was coming from? We came from. Where I was at? We was in Harlem. We was in Rose before. We was chilling in Rose, and then we went through Dykeman. We couldn't find parking. We said, well, let's go to the restaurant and stuff like that. Appreciate you, my brother, man. Real one, man. We appreciate you, my brother. Great meeting you, my brother. Great meeting you, man. If your numbers are falling punch. So Shields may have paid. He said, no, it's not that. No, beyond. Let me tell you like this. It's not that, because that's smart. Just like when Canelo Alvarez is high, we're talking about Canelo Alvarez, the algorithm is there. When we're talking about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, the algorithm is there. This is what I'm saying beyond. It's almost like when Ryan Garcia and Devin, after the fight with Ryan Garcia and David and Devin Haney, right? After the fight with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, that's what's trending and recommending. So every time when I had the interview with Henry Garcia, 40,000 K. The video that I did about Ryan Garcia after he popped for Austerin, 250K, 240K. You understand? So that, and then we was talking about Victor Conte snack, and we took everything that is attached to Devin Haney. We'll talk about Bill Haney, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. So the algorithm, people are paying attention to those videos, and is trendy. The problem, this is what a problem is. This is what the problem is that I confuse being I remember I've been saying this beyond. If you remember, I said being unbiased is detrimental to the channel. If you pick a side and a topic, boom, there's people that got 13,000 subscribers and they talk about the same thing. It could be just Gervonta Tank Davis topic, and the people, 200 people, 300, 400, every time they cut a live, those same people, because that's what they just want to listen to. That's it. They're not going to switch up. The day that you switch up, you send mixed signals to the YouTube. What are you? What are you talking about? I thought you was talking about this. And that's what happened. You understand? So right now, for example, Beyond Above Media, we send a mixed signal to YouTube because what was working, then they help you that it works. Then this is the retention. Now we're gonna recommend your channel because people like it. We're gonna recommend your videos because people like it. So we talking about, think about it, Papusi, Claressa Shields, and that's what right now the hip hop community also is coming to my channel at the same time. And boom, it's not only boxing. So now I just hit you with a David Benavidez. So remember YouTube now was like, huh? Wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Now you confused. This is what happened with unbiased channels. You got to stick to a lane. You got to stick to a topic, and you got to stick to what's working. You got to give the people what they want. It's not only what I want. That's what I'm learning right now. You feel me? It's not what I want. See, I'm talking about David Benavidez versus Sudo Ramirez. We're talking about Canelo Alvarez. That's not what they want. So right now they have people walking into a restaurant right now. This is a restaurant. Punch One Boxing is a restaurant, and it's a vegan restaurant. It's a vegan restaurant. But now, right now, I just switched it up, and now I'm selling Chinese food. And people are like, but what happened to the menu? We out of here. That's what happens. You understand? Honduras, cada 20 pesos, me dice. God bless you, my brother. Keep doing your thing, Punch. Always got my support. Appreciate that, man. And I tell the world to be on the lookout for AZ Moreno, only 13 years old, already 5-time national champion with 70 amateur fights. Future of the sport. Shout out to AZ Moreno. Man, we got to have him on the show. Honduras, we got to have AZ on the show. You know, hey yo, you know how we do in Punch Drunk Boxing. We support the amateurs and stuff like that. That's why in this channel, everybody knows Keyshawn Davis when he was an amateur, we was talking about it. Ben Whitaker before he turned pro. Man, who else? Kid Austin. So I be showing. I know I got to see a couple fights from him. But thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate for the constant. Thank you for being a member and all that for real, man. This is what the loyal support. Then they keep me. You know what y'all do? Yo, Honduras, Fight Fury Films, Melissa. Oh, you're not. You know what that support tells me? Stick. Do what you do, bro. Keep on doing what you're doing. That's the feedback right there. That's the love. Now keep doing what you're doing, bro. Nah, man, we here regardless. We rocking with you regardless. When you want to talk about Mike Tyson biting somebody, if you want to talk about Earl Spence, you know what I'm saying, a car accident, Javante Tan Davis going to jail, Devin Haney with baby mama, a fight, you know, that we all undisputed, we rocking with you. Beyond Above Media, con 10 pesos comprar comida china. I get it. You have to eat, but never mold yourself to them. No, I'm not molding. I'm me. I'm always gonna be me. That's why I said. Right now. I'm still cutting the David Benavidez versus Sudo Ramirez. This is fight week, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great fight. A great fight that's already transforming a new phenomenon. Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day. David Benavidez have stole Canelo Alvarez dates. Not because he punched him, not because he beat him, not because he defeated him. David Benavidez, Monster Aura, has defeated Canelo Alvarez, have snatched his soul, his spirit, and now the Mexican world is with David Benavidez now because Canelo Alvarez ran to Saudi Arabia. He ran from the fans. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Yeah, and look, this is what we're talking about right here. This is what we're talking about. Boom. Everybody knows I've been very supportive of Canelo Alvarez. But if Canelo Alvarez have turned me off, I know that Canelo Alvarez has turned a lot of his fans off. And the only ones in this YouTube that doesn't want to admit it, it's because it works for their channel. You understand? Beyond Above Media, I'm still talking about the same thing we're talking about. The YouTubers, the content creators that was pro Canelo, they feel like I feel. Canelo has let us down with his decision. Canelo Alvarez have let us down. Canelo Alvarez started talking different, started fighting different. Canelo Alvarez sold us out. But you know why other channels that support Canelo don't want to say it? Because they build their channel on supporting Canelo. If you switch on Canelo or you give a different perception or you have constructive criticism of Canelo, they turn on you. So they can't afford to do what I do. Come on, Beyond Above Media. They can't do what I do. Tell me what channel. Tell me, Beyond Above Media, tell me what channel could give props to Demetrius Andre and still love Canelo Alvarez at the same time. Tell me what channel. Do you know that I even tell Demetrius Andre, my boy, there was one video that I did. That same night, I lost 49 subscribers. That same week that I had Demetrius Andre talking shit about Canelo Alvarez and stuff like that. You know, in that span of a week, I lost 200 subscribers. That was Canelo Alvarez supporters that used to support my channel and said, F Punch Drunk Boxing. How about if I would have had Demetrius Andre on the channel and would have smoked them and say, get the hell out of here, like Canelo Alvarez said and told you the other day. Wow. Yo, Punch just smoked Demetrius Andre. Where's the Canelo? Subscribe. You understand? Yo, I remember it was one video, I lost 49 subscribers. Another video, I lost 60 subscribers. Alive, I lost 30 subscribers. In the span of a week, I lost almost 200 subscribers. And then I did a video that that Canelo finally, yes, I'm going to say right now, is ducking David Benavidez. I lost 20 something subscribers on that same video. The more I was holding Canelo Alvarez accountable and giving constructive criticism and saying that he's still the king, he's still this, but no, it's Punch. No, man. F you, Punch. F you. It's about working smarter. Shout out to Fight Fury Films. Call up Andy. Says it's about working smart, working hard, adjust, and come back better than repeat. But the thing is this, Fight Fury Films, good looking out, God bless you, my brother. This is what it is that being unbiased, being unbiased is also a gift and a curse. Because it's not even, because if by working smarter, you also got to lie. I can't lie. I don't want to lie. Because I could easily say, you know what? Canelo is this. Canelo is the man. No. David Benavidez doesn't earn nothing. That was what I was saying before he fought Caleb Plant, before the Andre, before Anthony Durrell. Not Anthony Durrell, I'm sorry. David Morrell. Before he fought Alexandre. Before those 4 fights, I said, man, you can't shame Canelo Alvarez or David Benavidez. He hasn't even done that. He only beat Anthony Durrell. I was with Canelo Alvarez on there. I was. But then it got to a point where Canelo, you told David Benavidez to go fight this one, or to go fight other people because all he fought was Durrell. And he did that. And you still snubbed him. The money was on the table. I know that for a fact. Showtime was paying Canelo Alvarez for the David Benavidez, guaranteed $60 million. Guaranteed $60 million. That means that with pay-per-view and that fight being, he was going to make well over to a close to $100 million with the pay-per-view back end. Plus, at the time, David Benavidez was only going to get paid $5 million. Meaning that's almost like, 90-10? They was giving Canelo Alvarez $60 million guaranteed for David Benavidez. Facts. And he ain't take it. He didn't want it. He even put it this way. This is when I knew that Canelo Alvarez, he will sell his soul for the money. I'm sorry to say it. Because Canelo Alvarez is the type. Why he don't want to give David Benavidez an opportunity? Because he disrespected him. Am I right or wrong? Hey, yo, fellas in the chat. Didn't Canelo Alvarez say, no, he disrespectful. No, I don't want to give him a fight. He disrespecting me. He don't want to give David. Remember, he used that excuse as well, not giving David Benavidez an opportunity. Why would I put money in his pocket and he disrespects me? Same way with Demise Andre. You're not going to give him money. You disrespected me, right? He's not going to feel you. That's why these guys stay shut. That's why Jaime Munguia, he's a good boy. Canelo, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity, Canelo. Gracias, mi amigo. What about the other one? John Ryder. John Ryder ain't say nothing. Thank you. Edgar Berlanga didn't say nothing until that's it. It was already signed, and that's when he started popping his shit. But before that, come on, Canelo. He had the Mexican. Come on, Canelo, give me opportunity. Man, he even told Canelo Alvarez, man, I used to dream about you. Remember? The Edgar Berlanga told Canelo Alvarez, I used to dream about you. You my idol. I had posters of you. And Canelo Alvarez is going to give him an opportunity. But when Turkey Al-Sheikh disrespected Canelo Alvarez, I remember I did a video and I was like, yeah, you can't buy Canelo. You remember that video I did? You can't buy Canelo. Yeah, Turkey Al-Sheikh, you can buy anything you want, but Canelo, you can't buy him. Canelo Alvarez doesn't need you. Canelo Alvarez is not PBC presents Canelo Alvarez. It's Canelo Alvarez. It's Canelo presents PBC. Canelo Alvarez was making 80%. He was taking 80%. That's why he liked working with PBC Al Heyman. I know your YouTubers didn't like it, and some of y'all fans didn't understand because, of course, the hate of PBC. But let me tell you like this: tell his team. I've talked to Canelo Alvarez team. I've met Canelo Alvarez in person out here in 116th Street in the Town Restaurant. Canelo Alvarez was getting 80% of his shows on PBC. Ownership. That's what Al Heyman provided for him. He schooled him on the networks. He schooled him how to buy his rights. Remember, Canelo Alvarez fights already. Remember, he had the rights in the Mexico TV. Canelo Alvarez was owning his rights. Do you know how hard it is for a fighter? Do you know how hard it is for a fighter? Canelo Alvarez was on the verge of creating a new Golden Boy Promotions. See, I know a lot of these fighters bet on themselves, having this, they have a promotional company, but they don't have the rights to their own fights. Not even Floyd Mayweather had the rights for his own fight. You don't have the rights to Floyd Mayweather fights? Golden Boy Promotions. Canelo Alvarez was making big moves. And that's why I said, if it's anybody at that precision, at that moment, Canelo Alvarez didn't have to budge to Turkey Al Sheikh because you're an owner. You're getting 80%. You're selling out. Do you know how much he was making fighting the likes of Jamel Charlo, Caleb Plant? That was his show. Jamel Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. That was Canelo Alvarez's show. John Ryder, that was his show. Literally. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I got you right here, so I can understand. Let me see if I can find. Let me see. No. Can't do it right now. Give me a second. Damn, man. What it says there. Canelo Promotion presents Premier Boxing Champions. Canelo Alvarez Promotion presents Premier Boxing Champions. Before, it was PBC presents this and that. But with Canelo, cut a deal that he was establishing his. Canelo Alvarez was the one that was funding his fights. He was flipping his own bill. With partnering up, but he was flipping his bill. And that's why I was saying, I did videos, trust, and I know Showtime people, that if everybody, when I used to say source, right now that Showtime is not there, I knew one of the heads of Showtime. That's why when I did the video and I said that Earl Spin's gonna be fighting Terence Crawford November 19th. I knew the dates. I knew when they put the deposit. I knew all that stuff. Blah blah. I know how he pulled out. I know why. I was the first one. I said it 3 months before. He's retired right now. My source is retired right now, and Showtime is not there. That's why I don't even do a lot of like break source stuff, because I had a good source. I know numbers. I've seen it with my own eyes, so I know what I'm talking about. Canelo Alvarez already empowered himself. And I remember I used to hear people on YouTube, "Oh, yo, PBC and shit." Nah, bro, PBC and Al Heyman is doing right by Canelo. He's not doing just business with Canelo Alvarez. He's teaching Canelo Alvarez. If you ever heard Canelo Alvarez he said, "I wish I would have started my career with Al Heyman, because Al Heyman teach you the game." Now, it's up to you. It's up to you. Now, it's up to you if you want to, whatever you want to do and listen or whatever. Do you know that Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez was going to be Canelo Alvarez, PBC, and Jake Paul? Do you know that? Al Heyman facilitated that. Al Heyman facilitated the Jake Paul And Canelo Alvarez, y viene Turkey Out Shake, y viene Canelo Alvarez besándole el culo, sold him all this. But bro, you don't even need that. You don't need that. He's not doing for the benefit of you. Turkey Out Shake already dissed you publicly. You a person that wouldn't even work or break bread with people that diss you publicly. That's when I know, damn, Canelo Alvarez sold himself. He sold himself, man. Because let me tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen, I would have, if I was in Canelo Alvarez's position, already an owner of my fights. He's not an owner of his fights when he's getting his guarantee, but he doesn't own his fights no more. That's almost like Bob Johnson. Once you get into the position of owning your shit, stay with it. Stay with it. Build on it. Then when you can establish your Canelo promotion and really can establish and bring in boxers and stuff like that, Canelo Alvarez would have fought David Benavidez and lose to David Benavidez. No, a lot of people would not shit on Canelo Alvarez because many understand he already had a lot of fights. He was still daring to be great. He given another opportunity to a passing of the torch fight. Did Julio Cesar Chavez, did his stock drop when Oscar De La Hoya beat him? Did his legacy took a hit? No, because common sense is this is the next phenom. But he got to get through the legend Julio Cesar Chavez. That ain't diminished Julio Cesar Chavez. A lot of people still got Julio Cesar Chavez top 10. But for Canelo, losing to Terrence Bud Crawford, it took a hit, bro. It took a hit. He would have lost to David Benavidez, lost with dignity. And people may look at the and look at the live right now. Oh, yo, David, and I said David Benavidez aura ended Canelo Alvarez phenom. No, in all actuality, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. What up, Christian? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, Punch? The truth teller. Let's go. So, David Benavidez' monster aura has crippled Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez, the emerge of the monster, David Benavidez, has destroyed Canelo Alvarez psychologically, mentally, emotionally. Terrence Bud Crawford, I'm going to say that Bivol and Terrence Bud Crawford damaged Canelo Alvarez physically. But David Benavidez' aura has stripped Canelo Alvarez from respect. Everything, bro. Trust me, I was one of the ones that said, don't shame Canelo Alvarez or David Benavidez, but it got to the point where Canelo Alvarez even started talking different. Canelo Alvarez never said nothing about rehydration clause or catch weights. Yeah, what's his name? Daniel Jacobs and stuff like that. But when he started saying, well, David Benavidez gained 25 pounds. Do the Canelo Alvarez, you always the smallest guy. Even the way that Terrence Bud Crawford moved up and fight Canelo Alvarez made Canelo Alvarez look soft by him not moving up and facing David Benavidez. Terrence Bud Crawford didn't say I want to catch weight. Terrence Bud Crawford said I need a rehydration clause. Even the way that Terrence Bud Crawford performed at 154 versus Madrigal and still moved up, he didn't ask for it. And Terrence Bud Crawford could have easily asked for it. Terrence Bud Crawford could have easily asked for it. You know why? And he probably would have gotten it. You know why? Because let's not forget what Canelo Alvarez said for a potential fight with Earl the True Spence. He said, I will go to 164 to fight Earl Spence. Remember? If it's anybody, he said he will do a catchweight with Earl Spence. Remember? Let's see. We go back to memories lane. We cooking out here, bro. We cooking. Let's take it back to memories lane. Let me see if I. Spence mentioned that the fight with Canelo sounds good. It could happen. However, the final report that 164-pound cash weight offer was presented to Canelo Alvarez in 2023 as part of a 2-fight package, but Canelo ended up fighting Dimitri before instead and lost. Once Canelo Alvarez was tippy-toeing. Once Canelo Alvarez, sincere love with the 50 beans. God bless you, sincerely love. My love. Wow, appreciate you. Well, you're talking a second. I know the algorithm wants drama, but by you staying faithful to what you love, it guarantees your core audience will be there when the drama dies down. Do what you need to do and feed your core. Wow. Appreciate you, sincerely love. See that? I know hey, yo, sincerely love. I know I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm not doing what YouTube wants me to do. That's why I was saying YouTube don't want me to do that. It's telling me, yo, Punch, stop talking about no David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. We're trying to help you out, man. But I stay cool because this is what I do. This is what I love. This is what I love. And I appreciate y'all for that. I appreciate y'all for that. Yo, even before before me cutting a live, and I'm like, I know this is gonna F up the algorithm, is gonna F up the momentum, but I don't want to talk about no Claressa Shields and so that. That's like I see, you know what it is? Love, I see people forcing it. See, I still talk boxing. In the end of the day, yes, Claressa, she's trending. I'm a boxing channel that still talk about a boxer. But I could see there's people that's just talking about it because they just want to talk about it. Because it's just, no. You understand? Like, you know why I mentioned Papoose? I'm not mentioning Papoose, what he does in the mic and what he does. The rippity. I don't give a damn about that. What I want to say Papoose is Papoose infiltrated boxing. Papoose and Win Records signed a boxer. So now what I see is, this is what I see from other channels. That, joke on Claressa Shields. Yeah, it's trending. It's funny. But people are giving Papoose a pass because he doesn't deserve the pass. Because I'm not looking at him just being as a boy toy. I'm not looking at him just being a gigolo. I'm looking at him like you are a manager or promoter to Claressa Shields in the sport of boxing as well. And your relations is damaging her image and her brand because of his situation. You know what I'm saying? Because of his situation. Claressa Shields is looking dumb outside of the sport of boxing because of his uncertainties and his situation. Right? And just like we hold managers, promoters, promotional companies accountable, we hold Golden Boy Promotions accountable, Matchroom Boxing accountable, Top Rank accountable, PBC accountable, Al Heyman accountable, Rick Majerian accountable, Eddie Hearn accountable, Bob Arum accountable, Todd the Buff accountable. You know what I'm saying? Trainers accountable. We hold Bill Haney accountable, Tio from Lopez Sr. accountable. Father trainers accountable. Yo, we'd be like, hey, yo, when fighters are being with certain chicks and drains them, hey, yo, man, you know what they say that a man's downfall is a woman and stuff like that. Yo, why is Devin Haney doing something with that chick from Miami? What? Look at Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is going through his divorce and stuff like that. That's why he lost. Blah 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 blah. Hey, you look at the Charlo brothers. Oh, yo. So we looking at her situation is like, nah, we gotta hold this man accountable. Because as soon as you got with Claressa Shields, we seen Claressa Shields at the worst shape of her career. If you sign her, you sign the talent, protect the talent, market the talent. Because all we hear from Claressa Shields is everything outside of boxing. It's fogging up all her accomplishment. It's fogging up who she really is. Now she is known primarily as Papoose side piece. Beyond, I don't have money yet. I would have tipped more, but is Claressa Shields not the GOAT of all time? I don't think so. I think she's one of the greatest of all time. I think it just takes more than just being the greatest. It takes more for me to be the GOAT. It's what you do in and out the ring. How do you influence the sport? How do you influence your contemporaries? What do you influence? How are you going to grow the sport? I don't think that's what she is. I think Amanda Serrano influence has been more than Claressa Shields. I think that Katie Taylor's influence in the amateur circuit and the pros have influenced women boxing. If it wasn't for Katie Taylor, they probably wouldn't have no damn Olympics and stuff like that for the ladies. I think it's more. And also what you do in the ring, entertainment wise. Having 3 knockouts is not the GOAT to me, my brother. When we have the Christy Martins and Amanda Serrano that got one more fight to tie a record that probably is never going to be broken. Do you know how many years it's going to take? Think about it, because people don't fight 50 times, 60 times, 50 or 60 times. Amanda Serrano got 31 KOs. She got fights on May 30th. She had the ability to tie the record for most KOs in the history. And then that same year, because she got probably 2 to 3 more fights left. Imagine she gets the record with her 7th division world champion being undisputed. You going to tell me that Claressa Shields is the greatest of all time? Nah, my brother. Amanda Serrano, 7th division world champion. Who you think is going to be the next 7th division world champion in women boxing? What woman you think is going to have more knockouts? How many fights you think is going to take for Claressa Shields to get the same knockouts that Amanda Serrano? 2 careers. The way that her career is moving, 2, 3, 4, 5 careers to match that up, to add that up. And then the influence of women boxing. Where's women boxing right now? The sacrifice that Amanda Serrano did, signing with Most Valuable Promotions, and then signing a lifetime deal with Most Valuable Promotion that's facilitating all these contracts for all these women, has elevated women boxing. As a matter of fact, not just elevated women boxing is still alive because of Most Valuable Promotions that goes back to what the sacrifice that Amanda Serrano has done. And then to facilitate, use her relevancy to facilitate all the women. That's GOAT to me, my brother. That's GOAT to me. In every facet of the game. Look at this. Give me a sec. Look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Look at that. Show me a picture. Show me a picture of Claressa Shields like this. This is women boxing. This is Amanda Serrano right here. This is the influence of Amanda Serrano, the sacrifice. And put it this way. Does Amanda Serrano put any women down? Does Amanda Serrano try to devalue anything that any woman has done in the sport of boxing? Look at this. Let's break it down. Let's break it down, ladies and gentlemen. Have you hear Amanda Serrano devaluing, hurting like anybody's growth, anybody's numbers? Does she talk bad and devalue any woman? Any woman? Have you? All she does is uplift, facilitate, grow, and primarily always talk about, when she has the platform, is to elevate women boxing. Amanda Serrano could be the same way and be like this with the money. Amanda Serrano is the same woman with millions as the same woman that was getting paid $700 a fight, fighting for free. Let's not forget that. She stayed the same, bro. The same. Facts. Amanda only put women down with them hands. And because of her humbleness, look, I'm going to tell you like this. Claressa Shields is with Win Records. Why doesn't Claressa Shields, if Win Records is giving her an $8 million deal, that means that, wow, Win Records does have money to sign more women. How many women are signed to Win Records? How many women? Do you think that Claressa Shields is telling Papoose, hey, yo, Papoose, sign this girl, this girl, this girl, and this girl, and this girl, and this girl, and this girl. And let's help all these girls out. I got 10 girls that could sign. No, porque she only wants for her. Amanda Serrano wasn't about her. It was about to elevate the game. When it was time to stand tall and stand firm with her pushing three-minute rounds, and she dropped her undisputed crown for the greater good of women empowerment. She dropped her crown. Sorry, WBC, thank you for giving me the opportunity, but you're not aligned with me. You're not aligned with me to empower women and women equality, give 3-minute rounds, blah, blah, blah. Boom, she dropped the belt. Did anybody else did that with Amanda Serrano? Amanda Serrano now is a trailblazer. She used her relevancy. She used her relevancy. She could have been selfish. She could have been just thinking about herself. She wasn't already in position. Think about it. Amanda Serrano's already in position not to it's now on me. Everything that I work for, almost 40 fights, and now is being a reciprocation. No, she brought all the girls with her. Tell any woman. Tell all these girls about Amanda Serrano. Look at Alicia Baumgartner. Alicia Baumgartner is calling out Amanda Serrano constantly now. Post-fight interview, she called out Amanda Serrano. Where was Amanda Serrano in the fight week of Alicia Baumgartner versus Shin? Showing love to Alicia Baumgartner. Nothing personal. Supporting her. Supporting everybody, supporting the team. What was Amanda giving shout out to Ellie Scottney and all these? That's Amanda Serrano. And when Amanda Serrano does retire, when she retires, man, she's gonna be making moves after move. Now she's just gonna be like, now she's really just gonna focus on elevating women boxing. Facts, when she didn't have to. Why Alicia? Why doesn't Claressa Shields do what Amanda Serrano is doing? Elevating all the women around her. Sorry, mom. That's not GWOAT. She's not GWOAT material. She's not GWOAT material. The good thing about Claressa Shields right now is that Claressa Shields is young enough. Change the character. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. Why you think her movie flopped? Why her movie flopped? Because of personality, her character flopped. Leading up to her movie, that's when they publicly talking about her relations with Papoose and herself. And that's what I mean. The Papoose, he didn't protect her. Papoose should have been like, no. Right now is not the time. Hey, I got love for you. I want to jump in a relationship with you, but right now is not the time. Let me get this divorce. Let's push you to it. Because now, if you drop in a movie to empower other young ladies, how your situation is going to empower any other women? How your situation going to empower any other woman? Your movie flopped because you flopped as a person. How any father or any mother is gonna be like, yo, let's watch Claressa Shields because I want you to, mimic what this woman is all about. That hurt her. But guess what? Because you're winning, and I'm gonna turn it back to what we were talking about, Adrien Broner, right? Adrien Broner was a mess already. Adrien Broner was getting locked up. Adrien Broner was drinking. He was out there spending his money. He thought he was a rapper. He was blowing money. While he was winning, he still looked all right. He looked the part, had the jewelry, all about billions, all of that, because he was winning. Even he took a few losses, but he's still relevant. He still had enough money, and he still had enough interest and still support where his, so he could be tolerated. But he always had a problem. Adrien Broner always was the same guy, always had a problem. but he was active. So he couldn't, he always used to balloon up, come right back down. As a matter of fact, you remember when he was still active, people was blaming other fighters being drunk, and they was blaming on Adrien Broner. Robert Easter, Earl Spence that time when he was twisted on that post-fight interview after the Charlo and Erickson Lubin. Remember? And people was blaming on Adrien Broner. Yo, man, you chilling with Adrien Broner, man. That still was going to F you up. Adrien Broner was still fighting around that time. He was still active. People tolerate you, tolerate your negatives when you're winning. And I could see the same thing with Claressa Shields. See, everybody see that Claressa Shields is not. She's not all there, but she's winning. She's undefeated. So people could tolerate that. But if she loses, well, look what happened in the MMA when she lost. When she lost in the MMA, Mira don't even talk about MMA no more. Go back to boxing. If she lose in boxing, and then Papoose, if Papoose goes back to his wife, that's going to be worse than physically losing in a bout, because she's going to be embarrassed. That's going to take a toll mentally. And if she lose physically, then that glow in and out the ring, her career is, and nobody going to give a damn about her, just like nobody give a damn about Adrien Broner right now. And I was going to say this because I forgot to say this. You know why people is tolerating the little bit thing that Adrien Broner got left. You know what's that? You know what's that, folks, in the chat? You know why people could tolerate Adrien Broner just a little bit more? Just a little bit more. You know why? See, he got something that Claressa Shields doesn't got. But the reason why he's going to get tolerated for just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. We're going to tolerate you just a little bit longer. You're going to get a little opportunity just to stream with Dean the Great, right? You know what? You know what it is? You know what it is? It's a criteria that most of us have. Is a DNA, is a criteria, a personality that many people in Adrien Broner's situation, not only Adrien Broner's situation, for the have-nots, people that made it from the slums. You know what that? A sense of humor. Adrien Broner is naturally funny. Adrien Broner is naturally a funny guy. His sense of humor is what's keeping him up there. Not his boxing career, not the looks, his sense of humor. He could still make somebody laugh. He could still be entertaining. So as there's people that like, yo, man, F-A-B, yo, looking dumb. But they laugh with him too. They just don't laugh at him. They laugh with him too. Having a son, let me tell you like this. Like I told y'all, I'm 2 steps. I'm 2 steps away to be in the same condition that Adrien Broner is. I'm 2 steps away. I got 2 missteps, and I could be just like it with Adrien Broner's situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I said at the beginning of the live, I'm closer to Adrien Broner than I'm closer to a damn Canelo Alvarez. I'm closer to landing like an Adrien Broner than I am like a Jay-Z. La cosa no tan buena. It's not good every day, right? I got demons as well. What I'm saying is this, that even when you have a sense of humor and you're funny and you're going through things in life, but being comedic and having a sense of humor, it for those 2 hours, for those 3 hours, for a day, it changed. It gives you something. I'm gonna tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. If I didn't have a sense of humor, I'll be a terror. On my down, I'll be a terror. I'll be a terror. I think even having this channel is a blessing. Even having this channel was a blessing. Your support is a blessing. Because a lot of people don't know what I'm going through in life, but even My sense of humor has gotten me. My sense of humor, put it this, I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna be honest. Hey, yo, in high school, I could have failed certain classes, but because my sense of humor and the teachers just liked me. Like they like, yo, you a good dude, really. You just, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I remember I had this teacher, right? In the 11th grade. And yo, I'm a clown. I was a class clown and shit like that, right? So I'm coming and I'm whistling, right? And people just start laughing. Yo, the 45 minutes of class is a comedy show, right? Right? So the teacher used to come like she when I'm she knows I'm about to and people about to laugh, right? The teacher will walk out the class and say, Eddie, just do me one favor. Just one favor. Just one favor. If I ask a question, don't raise your hand. Just let me teach. Don't say nothing. And I'm like, but I don't say nothing. Why you? I'm like, but teacher, what happened? You see, and then she'll laugh. And like my teachers, I used to get along with the teachers, but not because I did great in class in terms of grades. That is the personality. I was making them laugh too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my team be like, you know what it is that you're a distraction. Even when you're not trying to say, even when you answer and raise your hand and answer a question, people, so yo, my teacher used to be like that. Yo, if I got a 65, if I'm barely passing 65, 70, I got it off my personality. It's because the teacher said, man, you ain't do good in this test, you ain't do good in this test, you ain't do your homework and stuff like that. But because I like you and you have potential and you really a good guy, right? I'll give you a 65. I'm that serious. I know. Because there was classes where I'm like, man, I'm failing for the most part, bro. How the hell did I pass? I'm like, yo, how the hell did I pass this? They look out. And I think that's what Adrien Broner got left. His sense of humor. That's why Dean the Great. That people are saying, yo, why Dean the Great be having Adrien Broner looking like that on camera? Dean the Great is going to take advantage of the algorithm as well. He's going to take advantage of his stream. He's going to take advantage of Adrien Broner. A promoter would take advantage of Adrien Broner. Everybody around could take advantage of him. He's looking at it like, oh, I don't give a damn shit. This is what I do. I'm going to take advantage of Adrien Broner, and then I'm going to kick him out when I'm getting ready to kick him out. If Adrien Broner was not funny, Dean the Great wasn't given the opportunity to share a live stream with him. So even the sense of humor, you know, when people are poor and even when we talk about slaves, right? And they still sing, right? Let me tell you something about us poor people and stuff like that. You know why the rich people look at us and they be like, damn, how the hell these people could smile? How these people could smile? Look how they was raised. Yo, hey, yo, man, if a rich man, but in this, if I'm talking about wealthy, you know, I'm talking about them wealthy dudes. If they was in a situation, yo, in our situation, my man, they kill themselves. They don't understand how we could wake up in the morning and still laugh and still smile and still eat the shitty food that we eat every single day and all that. They don't understand that. I think struggle builds character. Facts. It does. Two different time periods. So I know when I look at Adrien Broner, all we could do is pray, man. If you're believing in Christ, just pray for the brother. You know what I'm saying? Just pray, because it doesn't take alcohol to be broke. Sometimes, hey, a job is cutting back. Sometimes, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. Sometimes I'm good, right? I'm good at managing money. I'm up, right? I'm not suffering. But then there's some time when Diablo, man, money is coming. It's short right now, man. Y después qué pasa? What happens? Something in the house breaks. The boiler. Oh, shit. I got to spend how much? Oh, my God. The car breaks down. You know, the car breaks down in the worst time. When I have money in my pocket, the car doesn't break down. Then the car breaks down when I don't got money. Oh my God, the wheel pop. Oh shit. Oh my. How much is it to fix this repair? The computer, how much? 23. Sometimes life, things happen. It's not that you can't manage money. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes things happen. I'm the type that I'd rather have nothing in my pocket and give to my son while he's in college. If I have $200 in my pocket, right? And my son is in college right now, and I want him to have fun in the dorm. That's what I told my son. I said, the first year, I got you. You know, put you through college. You're not working. I want you to stay dedicated. We want you. He's in the dorm, so he could just pay attention to his class. He's doing good, but he needs the pocket money and all that stuff. You know, boom. I'd rather not eat so he could enjoy. He don't have to feel struggle when, hey, yo, dad, we're going to have a party in the dorm, stuff like that, whatever. You understand? But, and everything is light. Everything is light. My grandmother passed away last year. And thanks to those that know who they are, that has contributed. If it wasn't for God blessing me to talk boxing and God blessing me for the eye support, man, it would have been tough burying my grandmother. And good looking out for those that, you know what I'm saying? Good looking out. Good looking out. I don't know if it would have never. It would have been tough. So you understand? So it's ups and downs. I look at Adrien Broner's situation, man. I look at Adrien Broner's situation. I'm like, hopefully, man. Hopefully, get it together. Maybe he sees these streams, man, and he got kids, man. And I think that sometimes it's like you don't want to drink, but the alcohol makes you escape. It makes you escape for those 2 hours. And I know I heard that before when I never was a drinker before. But you know what alcohol does? It gives you that 2 hours or 3, 4, 5 hours of not giving a damn. And sometimes, man, you need it. You need that. I'm not saying that you need alcohol, but it feels like it's healthy not giving a damn, because when you giving a damn and that stress, you know, when you got stress and then your head start hurting and you can't be cool to nobody. You can't be cool with your significant other. You can't be cool to your kids. Your kids is trying to talk to you. You're not really paying attention. You're thinking about the bill. You're thinking about when you're going to get money here. You're thinking about, man, you got to fix this. You're thinking about this. You can't treat nobody good. And what the alcohol does, it gives you the I don't give a F, but treat everybody good. Sometimes I used to think about my dad. I'm like, yo, my dad never used to smile or nothing. Like he always was mad about something. Damn. He's always mad. And he look like that. And then when you grow up as a grown-up, you understand. Sometimes I used to catch my son used to catch me. He said, yo, dad, you okay? I said, yeah. Like I'm saying in my mind, like, why my son asking me that? Because they see you. They see your mannerism. My son sometimes used to ask me, but you know what? Inside, I'm like, damn, man. Damn, it's tough, man. You know? Sometimes my dad was angry. See, beyond above, I'm happy, bro. I'm a happy guy. I'm a drink. When I was a drinker and I'm a drink, I'm already nice. This is me, yo. I'm lit sober. See, the drinking will pull me down. I'll be drowsy. I'll get boring, but not boring to the sense of, depending on the setting as well. But I'm good. Like nothing bothers me. And it's like hi to everybody. I could hold conversation and be dialed in with the conversation. I'm more focused when I'm drinking than not focused because when I'm not, and this is just me, I'm not condoning anybody drinking. All I'm telling is looking at Adrien Broner, yo, you gotta leave the liquor, you gotta leave that. Yo, maybe if he doesn't drink, he'll hurt somebody. Maybe I'm not saying it doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying that it's right, but you don't know that him drinking keeps him from truly doing what he could do sober and feeling angry. You understand what I'm saying? Like sometimes I used to say, yo, people lucky that I'm drinking right now. Like you lucky that I'm drinking right now because I would let things pass away. I would, say, I'll be like, whatever, say, I don't care. You know what? My even kids know me as that's my phrase. I don't care. But when I'm serious, bro, I'm sometimes scared of myself. But even the channel, this has been therapeutic. I wish that Adrien Broner is listening to the channel. Matter of fact, the thing is that Adrien Broner wants to be paid to do interviews now. I understand it. Nah, I can't use an addiction as a co-op. Yeah, I understand. He said, nah, I can't use an addiction as a co-op. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm telling you, you can't. I'm not using it as I'm telling you that, yo, that's what some people may not understand it. Sometimes they may need to. It's better them. It's better. Sometimes it's better at the moment. It's better at the moment. Have you ever went to court been like that, Judge? Nah, I never went like that. They tell you Bull's fault. I think there's the same guy. The same guy. The low IQ. You got to be the same guy, low IQ. Because we're talking about something, and this guy goes, they tell you Boots ain't focused, though. Nah, Boots going to the Alexander. Yeah, that's what I mean. Weird. Nah, that's low. That's low IQ right there. That's the low IQ guy. You sound the same. I know who you are. That's the low IQ guy. We talking about a whole different thing. He's talking about they get Boots and Xander Zayas. Fight Fury Films. When did AB start having a problem? Remember, he's Adrien the Problem Broner. He always had a problem. Yep, I know Davo. Facts. We caught him. He caught him. We caught him. When did start? He always had a problem. Look at his career. Look at the trajectory of his career. He always was in the club. He always was drinking. He always was AB. But he was winning and having fun, and he was and the hip hop culture was gravitated towards AB. So his fun was all right. He's still having the same fun. He's just not boxing no more, and he doesn't have money. So the money is not coming like that. All Adrien Broner had to do, have fun, go back to training camp, fight whoever, because he wasn't fight. He couldn't beat elite fighters. He performs well. Remember, his 4th division world champion is not beating elite fighters. We could see that he was remember the Adrien Granados fight? Remember the Paulie Malignaggi fight? I actually think that Paulie Malignaggi beat Adrien Broner. He was already having problems. Adrien Broner was having problems already. Is that he was winning, still relevant, still had enough money in his pocket. Rappers like the Adrien Broner, the Rick Ross, all these people were still. But now what has happened is he's not relevant anymore. He's not fighting anymore. And he got in too much legal troubles. He couldn't afford the legal. Now he's paying back. But he's the same guy. The thing is, people enabled it because he was winning and relevant, and people could cake off for him. People could just be around him and still be You know what I'm saying? Look at him when he was fighting and he had Gervonta Tan Davis and they both, and people was like, look how Gervonta Tan Davis used to act. Remember, everybody was blaming Adrien Broner, you know what I'm saying, for how Gervonta Tan Davis looked twisted in one of the videos and stuff like that. Robert Easter, Charlos, and everybody was blaming AB. He always had the problem. You got me on. Oh, you calling me Jockey? You call it Jockey? Pues vete de aquí, mi hermano. Jockey right here. That's the joke for you. They were all drinking, but they all was relevant and making, and that's what I'm saying. But I like this fight. I got David Benavidez beating Sudo Ramirez and taking over Mexican Independence Week as well. Canelo Alvarez supposed to be back in Canelo Alvarez supposed to be back on September. Or David Benavidez. If David Benavidez beats Sudo Ramirez, I'm gonna tell you the truth. This will be a huge fight for Mexico. If David Benavidez beats Sudo Ramirez, move up to the heavyweight division in this September. David Benavidez versus Andy Ruiz. I'm pushing for that fight. I don't give a damn what anybody tell me. I'm pushing for that fight. Because I know for sure, that's it. David Benavidez already, where Canelo Alvarez is going to be performing at? He's going to go to Saudi Arabia. Canelo Alvarez is done. He's done. David Benavidez is taking over. He took over. I want that fight. And then if he beats Sudo Ramirez, I'm going to be pushing full throttle for a David Benavidez versus Alexander Usyk. Yeah. Go to the heavyweight division. David Benavidez is going to be the biggest star in the sport of boxing. Not only Mexico, the biggest star. If he stops Sudo Ramirez, I don't know if you're going to stop him. If he stops Sudo Ramirez, campaign at heavyweight. Call out Andy Ruiz for Mexican Independent heavyweight. Mexico versus Mexico. You know how big that would be? People are going to forget about Canelo Alvarez. I'm telling you, Canelo Alvarez is done. He done. David Benavidez' aura has ended Canelo Alvarez. And by Canelo Alvarez even by working with Turkey Al-Sheikh, letting David Benavidez take his dates, ain't never going to go back. And plus, David Benavidez is entertaining. Plus, David Benavidez se puede defender in English and in Spanish. He know how to promote. He know how to talk his shit, and he's entertaining. Trust me. This is the David Benavidez era. This win is going to really set the tone. He's just not going to be the face of Mexican boxing. He's going to be the face, especially of American boxing. Y'all already know tomorrow we're going back live, unlimited time, and I'm going to open up the panels tomorrow. We're going to be talking about everything y'all want to talk about. Y'all already know, good looking now. Tomorrow, happy hour Thursday. We're going to rock it out. Love y'all. God bless. On to the next. We're going live 9 p.m. Eastern time. Peace out.